Fast forward.
Okay. Where is
Is this you get to
He'll be right on time.
what I feel?
I know you had a really long welcome here. Let him run around.
We do hope you got a thick skin, because they never that much you.
If it tells you his age, since he's digging him, he's trying to do it.
I get
Just
the
saying. He trained me what not to do.
I get a standard policy when in doubt, blame them judge.
That's right. We still have that policy.
That's what.
Yeah, now it's playing it on Richard.
Unfortunately, there's a few things he did. Yes, sir. I called him a while ago, but he was kind of pitiful. He's been telling me for years he's going to have him sign his roto reader, and he won't do it. It'll get to a point that you have to.
I told him as much as he talked, I didn't know how anything was clogged up.
Brutal. Brutal.
This isn't live, is it?
Yes.
It's the replay.
Snip, snip, upload.
Luckily you couldn't hear it really well. It's kind of muffled. That's what she's telling you.
Let me repeat that. I was gonna say you need a red light, but there is one. Yeah.
Still orange.
Hope y'all would condone me. I'm not a public speaker. I get nervous. I ain't recognize you, Jamie. Man, Sandy done come out of the woodwork. But anyway, it's good to see y'all here tonight, and I feel honored be able to present you with this proclamation. It's a long time in coming. It's something that Mr. Coleman, Mr. Clark, and we've worked on for a good while. And, you know, this is something that you never want to do. Never, yeah. But it is an honor. I've known Scott when he was a little boy. Yeah. Worked with him. Had a few fights with him. My hearing aid catching up. You know, when we worked together at the sheriff's department, they called us the old dog team. Because we were the oldest ones in age as well as years of service. But I told them when they had the best, they didn't need the rest. So, you know. But Scott was unique to work with. We could go to a domestic. I let him do all the talking. Because I've got a bull in a china shop attitude sometimes. And Scott had a way of talking. Low, white, even tone. And he could defuse the situation pretty quick. But I knew if I needed help, he was going to be the one there. So, like I say, it is an honor to do it. Breaks my heart to do it, you know. But I'm going to shut up. All right, you want to come forward? On behalf of the board and citizens of Floyd County, give you this proclamation, naming Route 8 from just outside of town to Montgomery County line, the Scott Hilton Memorial Highway. He's nervous as I am, you know. No deals in that.
Identify which one is which.
It's hard for me to do it. It was that size.
Can you say all those? Jonathan.
And Jonathan.
Justin.
Justin.
Justin. Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Jordan.
Jordan.
And Caleb.
And
I was going through the boys and forgot Caleb. Sorry about that.
any other family members like Kevin? His aunt? That's it. Mm-hmm. Anyone else? I'm sorry. Yeah. Any board members here?
It's definitely been a project. As Mr. Turner said, it's been a long time coming. When you think of what to do, it's hard to know what to do in these situations when somebody's given all. What do you do? How do you honor somebody like that? And this is a small token of appreciation. for the ultimate sacrifice that was given, and that the family is perhaps reminded of daily. It's an honor to be able to be a small part of this, and I just want to say thank you to the family. Thank you for the opportunity for every one of the board members to have a part of this. This was a unanimous decision that required no question. And I'm thankful for that, for each member that agreed to this vision. And I'm thankful for Mr. Clark, VDOT. Thankful that VDOT has an opportunity for us to honor folks in some way that has given for their community and the country. This is a perfect example of that. So Mr. Clark, thank you for the years that we put into this, and that's come to pass. So thank you. Thank you, the rest of the board, for agreeing to this project.
I'd like to echo Joe and Justin's words and thank the family. I agree with Joe. It's something that we wish hadn't happened, but it did, and hopefully the family can take some comfort in this as our small appreciation for Scott's sacrifice. And just say thank you.
There's not much else to say other than thank you for the sacrifice. I hope this in some way reminds just people as they drive down the road what sacrifice of one individual, sacrifice of each one of you as family and friends. I know it's been a hard time for y'all. It really has, and so I think it's good that the community remembers that, and I think it's also good in some small way that Mr. Hilton's sacrifice is remembered, because it reminds us of what law enforcement goes through on our faces on a daily basis, and so in some way his memory, I think, makes our community stronger, because it helps us appreciate those that are still here and serving. And so I'd like to say thank you to the sheriff and the deputies that are here as well for your daily sacrifice. And from the citizens of, this board just represents the citizens of Floyd. So this isn't from us, this is from the people that live here in Floyd saying thank you and remembrance, Scott.
This is a small tribute, and I remember that morning, and obviously not personally affected as you, a family, have been, but not a day goes by I don't think about it if I'm on that road. And at least we are able to honor Scott, because he knew so many people. Joe just so eloquently talked about him as he was presenting the trophy. And my son-in-law is now joining the ranks of law enforcement. So in some small way, our family becomes part of this family. And I just want to thank you all. And from the citizens, as Lauren said, of this county, for everything that you have given and continue to give on a daily basis. Thank you.
One other thing I'd like to say on the lighter side, for those of you that's ever watched the movie Swing Blade, Carl, every time I hear that voice, I think Scott. Because he could talk like Carl. We used to go in Blue Ridge Restaurant and he'd say, "Got any spam?" Sound just exactly like Carl, and it would crack everybody up. And he had a sense of humor that just wouldn't quit. And law enforcement, for people that's never been in it, it's family. when one hurts, all hurt. Sheriff, you want to say something?
I would, but there's too many young kids here if I tell Scott's stories. Yeah. We could go on and on about those, but the one thing, the way our shifts were back then when Scott worked, you either had Joe or you had Scott. And no offense to Joe, but you knew when you worked with Scott, you were just going to have just a good time, laughing and giggling your whole shift, and enjoying things. And Scott was incredible at diffusing situations. Joe, on the other hand, he could have used a little bit about that. That's what we were thinking of Scott. But no, it's just it's definitely an honor to be here tonight, and I'm so blessed and thankful for y'all working on this project and getting it going. For all of us who know when we drive down this road, what a great way to make you think of the memories that you have and remind yourself of the good times that you did have with Scott. So that's family.
Any of the family members have anything they wish to say?
As the matriarch of the family and his mama, I just want to say thank you all so much. He would be so pleased. Just thank you.
And thank you guys so much for all your support through the years, especially with the Sheriff's Office. Joe, all you guys, I really appreciate it.
At a later date, when we get our signs, I meant to mention this to Brian, but I lives a half a mile away, but I've seen him at board meetings. But I'd like to have a dedication ceremony for it, and I'd like to have some representatives from Christiansburg PD and Hillsville PD that could come to it, because I think they would be honored to share that moment with us. So whenever it's set up, Mr. Clark can let me know, and we'll work on setting up something. Anyone else? Jamie, I know you got a Scott story there somewhere.
I'm with Brian. I don't need to tell him.
Anyone else? Thank you all for coming, and if there's anything the board can ever do for you, just let us know, and I'm sure everybody here would be willing to help any way they can. Thank you. Y'all welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting. Y'all run high like everybody.
That's our cue.